So, dear Grisha, thank you very much for your question. My name is Eva Rambala, and we are going to speak about how we can differentiate between pity and compassion by using nonviolent communication.
Yes.
If you imagine the position between us, if you pity on me, is it a correct English expression? If you pity on me, where are you? Who is more up and who is more down? Or are we on the same platform?
I believe that if I feel pity with you, I think that I'm more up and you're lower than me.
If you are compassionate, then where are we?
I think that on the same level, on equal level.
Okay. So, if you are pity with me, can you recall a situation when you experienced this with someone?
I think I don't. I think I cannot. Generally, pity is not the feeling that I feel often. Compassion is more like is more regular feeling. So I can imagine the situation and recall the situation when I feel compassion to a person, but not pity.
So you cannot recall a situation when you felt pity with someone.
Yes.
Can you imagine one?
Maybe with the child, I don't know. With a little child.
Can you imagine a little child and you feel pity?
When maybe, for example, when a 5-year-old boy, like my nephew, broke his leg. Like he was running around and broke his leg. And he's a bit bleeding, his leg is bleeding, and now he's crying. And I feel like, I feel pity.
Okay. So now, here is the feeling and need list.
Yes.
From a nonviolent communication perspective, I respect your experience of experiencing pity. I would not put it on your own feeling list, or I don't consider it as a feeling. I consider it as an experience which is valid. And I believe if you look inside, how do you feel when you experience pity? And are you okay to choose a feeling from my list?
Yes, I'm okay to choose. Give me a moment. I think that I feel worried, and maybe I don't know. Disappointed, maybe. Worried and disappointed.
Thank you. And what is your need behind being worried and disappointed?
And the need is I think that emotional safety. This is unmet need, my unmet need.
So if you imagine your 5-year-old nephew broke his leg and you experience pity, are you basically worried? What was the other feeling?
Disappointed.
Are you worried and disappointed? Because do you wish for more emotional safety?
Yes, I don't
Is it?
want, but
Yeah.
I don't think. I can't really catch the feeling of pity.
How this question came up for you?
I came to my office and a colleague of mine asked that. A pair of my colleagues were discussing that, and they asked me also, and I could not find the answer like on that.
Okay.
And I found it a good question, because I know that my friends and my relatives experience pity usually often, and I want to find out how the mechanism behind that. How does that work?
Mhm. Recently, someone asked me how Marshall Rosenberg defined empathy. What was his definition of empathy? And I was thinking about it and I had no idea. And then I realized Marshall didn't so much define empathy, he was living it. Like speaking with him, there were hundreds or thousands of people who, in my case, the first time in my life having the sense finally someone fully understood me and with me without trying to change me or without trying to make me happy. And and then I started to realize what is more important, to have a good definition or to look inside how I relate to that situation, or to look inside and being able to name what's going on in me. I can recall situation when I feel when I experience pity and I have the sense I position myself up and I position the other person down and I don't trust the other person, they can manage their life. I believe I am in a better situation than those who I pity. And and basically, I have the kind of fear and I wish for emotional safety, how to relate to those situations. Am I able to connect with that person? Or I feel insecure and I don't know how to relate to them. So instead of defining, actually, I'm not so strong in making definitions. I am much more excited about looking inside, finding a moment when I experienced it, and then to see more precisely what is going on in me. When I pity on you, do I fully trust you can manage your life? Do I fully trust you, like when I pity on someone, often I believe I have a better life situation than them. And how do I define better life situation? After renovating my home, going through lots of struggle, and now I have more beauty around me. especially when I don't notice the small, tiny mistakes, that is not perfect. If I imagine being homeless, I can easily pity on those who don't have a home. And recently I just spoke with someone and said that unity, that support she experienced among homeless people is so unique. Those of us who has a more material well-being than most homeless people, I may think I am in a better situation, but maybe I don't even know what I miss. I don't want to propagate homelessness. My answer is, when I am pity, I have the belief I am in a better situation than them. And I would like to question myself, do I really see the whole picture? Or do I make my judgment based on my present position? Because maybe I'm not able at all to see their joy, their fear, their perspective. So for me, when I can connect with you with compassion, we can be together. When I am pity on you, I am alone. And often I am alone up in my head. I have a better situation than you do. I cannot provide you with a proper definition. Maybe if you go to a dictionary, then you can find a more precise definition. What I try to inspire you and everyone who is watching this video to cultivate the habit to look inside. What is my experience? How am I there? Сказала ли я понятно? I'm just showing off with my little Russian, which means, I hope it means, was I clear?
Yes, you were pretty clear.
How was it for you?
I've had a connection, a response to your words about that person. That I believe that he cannot manage his situation himself. I think I have that response inside of me about that, and I think that this is why I don't feel pity or experience pity often, because my bottom level position to all my colleagues and to all grown-up people around me is that you are a good man and you can handle all the stuff yourself. Like me, we are on the equal basis.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think that I feel pity rarely, very rarely. So thank you. I will think it over. Thank you very much.
Thank you. До свидания. Всего хорошего. Goodbye. And I wish you
Счастливо.
all the best.